which is good, we stand grounded in our truth. Because we're grounded, right? Our roots are down, they're planted, they're rooted in. Everything else will follow up. So that's why I'm starting with the root. Because I want us to be grounded. It's red.
It's red.
And
now I know.
Orange.
Nice.
And I know, I got like all different shades of red.
You're good.
I wasn't really caring about that.
Yeah, I brought all the rest of the
Have it.
colors.
The red.
You got red up your chance, isn't it red?
No, that's
Okay. Hey, it matches your.
He's gonna jump up to the heart and the throat. He has some red.
This one will be interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm curious to see how I feel with it.
So, I will encourage you. You want to take one stone, Bill? I will encourage you to take one pose from tonight. If you want to take more, that's great. But take at least one and try to do it every single day except for one. You need a day of rest. A day of rest and a day of gratitude. You can wrap that all into one day though. And then do that pose each day until you come in. So all of the stones revolve around the root. You have red tiger's eye, which there's lots of other healing properties to that.
Yeah.
You can look it up later. You can take a picture of it if you want. Yours is red jasper. Also red jasper, but you have the raw and you have the polished. How funny is that? With the wedding coming up, I think.
Yin and a yang.
And then you also have red jasper. And the mushroom, I can't remember what it signifies. You'd have to look it up. Hearts are a huge angel sign for me. You'd have to look up what else they represent. I'm
Mushrooms
not
assist
sure.
with clarity.
What's that?
Mushrooms assist with clarity.
Is that what it is?
Part of it.
I don't remember every little thing. So again, the music is off of the root. So I'll play that. And then when we go into Shavasana, I'll turn these lights off. I'll close those doors a little bit. So you'll still be able to see if you need to open your eyes once we get there. Shavasana is our final resting pose. And then we listen to a short meditation.
And usually makes you cry.
And we will be listening to a root mantra. So it's long. And that's what you'll hear over and over and over and over again. So the more we repeat it, the higher that frequency gets. The more healing you receive. If you're familiar with the mala beads, so they're the beads that go all the way around and then they normally have like a little tassel on the end. They almost look like
Rosary.
thank you, the rosaries. So the Indian monks, everybody that uses those beads, I'm sure you've seen me wear mine. They actually sit in meditation mode and they repeat those mantras over each bead and say it 108 times. And they believe saying it 108 times, one is higher self, higher power, connecting with divine, whoever that is for you, 0 for wholeness, and 8 for that never ending. So when they say it 108 times, they feel like, we feel like, whatever. We've completed that prayer, if you will. I've sat down with my mantra beads and actually prayed with them and not said a mantra or just one word or one verse, but actually said, please keep my family safe. Please keep my, or just whatever I'm wanting in my prayer, but repeating that prayer every time. I don't know what it is about it. If you have one of them, I strongly encourage, sit down with it sometimes, especially when you're trying to meditate, and try it. I don't know what it is, but you start to feel that spirit realm. You feel yourself receiving and surrendering to what you're asking for. Because a lot of times what we ask for, we try to control how it's coming. And we want to know when it's coming. And we want to know everything about it. Where if we just stay grounded, we tend to surrender when we ask for what we're asking for. And allowing higher power and everybody else to take over and help us achieve that. Hence why things happen and we don't know how they happened. But they always work out. So, I know I kind of went off on a tangent there, but it was
I kind of wanted to join you.
Somebody needed to hear that, so that's why I shared it. And there you go. So normally that's why it comes out.
Too.
And y'all already know it does me no good to hold in messages. It's easier for me to deliver them for whoever it's needed for. Not sure why. I think it's because we're like straight across from each other, but I can strongly feel that connection right now. So, which is fine. It's great. But I'm just letting you know.
Come on, what part's coming across?
I can feel it. I can feel it. Bill, I am going to ask you, just in case I forget, will you please send me that video after class so that I can send it to Debbie?
Of course.
Because she also asked for it.
We had this conversation the other night. Everything that's mine is yours.
Thank you. So, okay. So, where's the root at? Do we remember where the root is? The base of the spine is exactly. Is it? Yep. And it's we've got a front and the back, right? So that's where we're going to concentrate tonight. That's where all of our posing is going to go into. So I want you to take just a few minutes, and I want you to start from the top of the head, and I want you to get all the way down to the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes, and I want you to stretch out. So normally I start at the top and I do the circles and then I work my way down. If you want to do that, that's fine. If you feel loose everywhere and you're not feeling tense or blocked or locked anywhere, then great. Be extremely careful when you're moving. If you need to get up and move to the chair, not a problem. Just do it. You're not going to throw me off. Okay? So, and I want you to be comfortable. Basically what I'm asking you to do is I want you to feel in the body with the mind's eye and see if you're feeling any locks or blocks or tension anywhere. So if I'm feeling it in my neck, I would maybe want to stretch so that I can get that tension. And just kind of zone in with self and see what comes to you. And you're only going to do it for a couple of minutes, because normally I spend quite a few minutes loosening us up, and I don't want to take your time on that. I would like to go around in a circle while we're stretching and introduce ourselves. We already know who I am. Bill, we'll start with you. You can just say your name. If you want to say other stuff, you can, but you don't have to.
I am Bill. I am an open book, so anything you want to know, please ask. I have a lot to offer. So, if there's anything that you feel comfortable talking or asking about, there's a lot of insight, and my knowledge belongs to everybody.
We'll skip and let her get settled. Go ahead, babe.
I'm Sherelle. Tina and I have had a fun year getting to here, but no, it's great. But Tina, and she's officiating our wedding. Woo! Love that. I'm excited.
I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited.
You'll do.
Thank you.
That's it. I'm Kat. Katie Lynn, whatever you want to call me.
So I was just having them stretch out if they feel locked or blocked anywhere, just so I wasn't taking everybody's time loosening up. I'm going to have you take one of the stones. They correlate with the root chakra. You want me to hand it to you?
Sure.
Which one? This one?
That one.
And that's red jasper. And they all correlate to the root chakra, keeping us grounded, standing firm in our truth, planting our roots. The music that we're listening to, like I said, I'm just having them stretch out so we're good to do the posing. The music you hear is all for the root chakra. When we go into Shavasana, I'll play a mantra. So those words that repeat over and over. The word Lam is the word for the Sanskrit word for the root chakra. So they'll repeat that over and over again. And that'll be in the Shavasana. So, and then I was just having us go around and introduce ourselves. You know Cheryl and Christy, right? And then Kat and Bill.
Hi, I'm Denise.
Pleasure.
How do we feel?
My neck as usual. It's my neck. Always my neck.
Good? Do we feel loose?
It's like you can.
And that's okay, you're gonna loosen up some more anyways. I knew it was gonna do that to me. So I actually saved a sequence I want you to know this time for the root chakra. Guess what? It disappeared. Have I shared my story about the sequences? Every time I try to use one, it like never fails. I never get to use them. I'll come in with the sequence, and you'll see most instructors with the sequence, and they'll follow it. Mine goes off course because I always try to follow what everybody needs, but obviously I'm going to stay on the root chakra this time. So, which again is at the base of the spine. Okay, well they're going to give us that one, so we'll just take it. All right, so Christy, you're going to have to modify, obviously, right? But I want us to go and start in child's pose. And Christy, if you want, you can actually use the chair and still obtain child's pose.
And throw my stuff out of your way if you want to check on it.
Okay, because I was going to say what you could do is widen the legs and then go over the chair. Does that make sense? So that back is still straight. So you do whatever you need to do to maintain.
We want to hear her scream in pain.
And that's perfectly fine too.
You're
Like
probably
I said,
gonna hear
just
me
work with
first.
yourself. And what you're doing in this pose, in child's pose, we surrender. And obviously, that root chakra is exposed. And that's what you want. You want the energy to flow in and out. We'll just be doing this one, baby. What? No, it's okay. You're fine. I'm gonna go over here. So that the root chakra is exposed here. In child's pose, we're surrendering. I like how you're listening to yourself and you're adjusting. You're moving the arms. You're moving where you're holding that tension and where you're holding that unserved energy. Focus on that root. Grounded. Standing firm in your truth. Okay, from child's pose, I want you to come up into the hands and knees. I want you to walk the hands back to the knees. Use the toes and come up onto the feet. So now you're in squat. I'm just going to stay right here in case you need a hand. How about that? Okay. So I want you to move the body. Bring that knee down. Twist and go to that other side. Work with yourself. Bring those arms out. What feels good to you? And that root is now going down. You want the roots from the root chakra to come down. Plant them. Stretch out a little bit before you go into everything. I had everybody else. So if you need to, then of course go ahead. Okay, from here, either put your hands behind you or come back, but whatever, I want you to sit. I want you to plant that root chakra. Nice. Straighten the legs out. You just do not need that anymore, do you? Stretch forward if you can. And then I want to stretch up. Nice. Bring the hands down to the side and push down. And then I want to make that big circle. Bring our hands together above the head, down to the heart center. And I want to go into tree on one side. And obviously, trees are grounded. They're rooted. Don't be afraid to touch them when you're by them. They'll help with that also. And straighten back out. Make that big circle again, hands together above the head, down to the heart center, and I want to go into tree on the other side. Nice. And come back to center. Now I'm going to take the arms and make the circle going out, and I want our branches straight out. Go back to that first side into tree. Nice. that circle out, come halfway with our arms out, and tree on that other side. Our top branches down. We're going to go into tree one more time on that first side. And then straighten out. Put your arms back down. And go into tree on the other side. From here, I'm going to have us take that foot and plant it on the mat. Bring the other foot up. Now, if it feels good to you, make sure you're watching how the hands are. So if you need to give yourself release from the wrists, maybe make a fist on your mat, or maybe put your fingers down and then brace the thumb above them. That will also help too if you need to take weight off those wrists. But this is what I want to do. I want to brace, and then I want to lift up the bottom, and then I want to bring the root to that selenite that's right in front of me. And then I want to bring the energy from the selenite back with me. So if you need to concentrate on the selenite that's in front of you, which is that white stone, and it has all the chakras on it. And when you feel like you're done, plant your root chakra and just come up to sitting. Is your back okay? Oh shit, I forgot about your wrist. I was so worried about your back. I'm sorry, Christy.
It's okay.
What you could do is take your feet and take them into butterfly. And then open them back up. Is that okay? And maybe not go all the way into butterfly if it's too much too. But that way you're still taking that energy in, if that makes sense.
She adjusts well for all of our aches and pains in our surgeries. She's done all this to me when I had surgery.
Yeah, I'll make your props. You're always still coming with the braces on, the boots, and everything else. So that's also one way to do it too.
I'm an interesting one to adjust to. Half the left side of my body is metal. Like almost all of it.
Well, then you feel no pain, right?
Yeah.
Oh no, I feel all of it.
And we crack. We're releasing all that unserved energy, that tension that we're holding on to. And the point that you're moving and like doing your own thing is awesome because you're listening to yourself. That tells us that you're connected with higher self, and you're actually listening to your higher self and what you need, no matter what I'm saying or talking about. And that's what you want. You want to be able to loosen up, because the main goal, the posing and all that, is just one limb of yoga. That's just releasing that unserved energy so that when we do reach Shavasana, that final resting pose, and we get into that mantra, you're actually receiving all of that healing, and you're in what we call samadhi, that true bliss. The best way I can explain it is when we're kind of in that very comfortable REM state of sleep. That's kind of where you are. Yes, we're still going to have the monkey mind thoughts, the thoughts that are unserving. I got to take care of the boys. I got to wash the dishes. I got to do this and that. Yes, I do, but right now I'm in yoga. Right now I'm planting my roots, right? yourself and conscious and being aware of the monkey mind and then letting it go and bringing yourself back in. I've been doing yoga for 10 years and monkey mind still shows up. I think my yogi's been doing it for 35 or 40 years and it still shows up for her. I don't think it's something that we ever get rid of because we weren't given the monk life, if you will. We were given the busy life. Go, 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 go. Some of us aren't go, 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 go. Some of us do stop and take a break every now and again, right? But still connecting and coming back in. Any questions at all? How are we feeling? Good? Okay.
Better than I thought I'd be.
Awesome. So I want to come back into that squat. Whatever way feels good to you to get into it. Give me a hand. And then from squat, I want to forward fold. If you can. Give me a hand. Do you want to come up? And that's okay too. Yep, and that's fine too. So for the rest of us, we're going to forward fold. And then I want you to half fold, so you're just bending at that waist there. And then I want you to come up to standing. Nice. Yay! Okay, I'm going to have us make that big circle again, hands together, keeping our branches above our head this time. And I want to step into tree again on one side. And remember, you want to use the arch of the foot to brace the ankle, come up to the calf or up to that thigh. But don't brace on that knee. It's going to hurt over time. And you don't want to push into the ankle with the heel either. Just be gentle and aware. Step down, bring the arms down, standing mountain pose. Shake out if you need to. Yep. And I want to make that big circle again, hands together above our head, keeping our branches up. And I want to go into tree on the opposite side. Nice. And remember, when we come out and shake and all that, we're releasing that unserved energy. Step down. And then shake up. Nice. And then I want to half fold again. So just at the waist. I want to forward fold all the way over. And then I'm going to come back down into squat. From squat, I want you to bring the hands forward. So now we're in that hands and knees. Good. You're probably going to have to go back and forth, Christy, because I'm going to have them cat and cow. So remember, on that cat, I really want to arch that stomach. I want to arch that back. Push that belly button towards the spine. On my cow, I want to look up. I want to open up that throat. I want to push that root back. Push the belly button down towards the mat. And move at your own pace. Remember to keep breathing. If we hold the breath, we hold the energy. We don't want to do that. We want it to flow. Release. Let go. Inhale the good stuff. And moving with breath. We call that vinyasa flow. Moving with the breath. Vinyasa is 2. And I want you to gently go back into that child's pose. From child's pose, I want you to come back up into the hands and knees. I want you to swoop the legs one way. So, out to the side. And then I want you to walk yourself back. Nice. So you can sit. Good. And then I want you to stretch forward. Back up to the hands and knees, and I want to swoop the legs to the other side, and I want to come back to sitting. And then I want you to stretch forward and maybe up instead of forward. You can do that too. There you go. And then I want you to come back up, hands and knees, and then brace the toes, come back into squat, and then from squat, I want you to come back into sitting, however is easier for you to get there. Have you straighten your legs and stretch forward again. Come back up to center and stretch up. Tilt to one side if it feels good. And then come back to center and go to that other side. Nice, and back to center. I want to grab behind us, so interlacing the fingers or placing one hand over the other, and I want to stretch back. I want to open up that chest, open up that heart chakra, open up that throat. And then come back to center when you're ready. No handcuffs. We don't need any of that. I'll banish that now. You can do that in your own time.
I've been good. I've never worn handcuffs in my life.
That's awesome. Let's keep it that way. Okay, however it feels good to you, I want you to get on your back. So you're laying in that Shavasana. And Chrissy, if you want to sit in the chair instead. I'll lay down. It's awesome. Okay. Two mats. That's enough? Yeah, that's okay. So from here, I want you to do that body scan. From the top of the head to the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes. Is there a pose or stretch that's coming to you? Are you still feeling locked or blocked somewhere? Still tension? I'll give you a few minutes to do so. And when you're done, gently relax into Shavasana. I would like for you to make sure your stone is in between your feet, please. And most of you are if it's not on with it for you. You might have to move and adjust, especially as you hear the mantra going. That's normal, and that's okay. You should still be able to see if you have to open your eyes. There's a little bit of light in here still. back to your breath. Moving your fingers, moving your toes, moving your hands, and moving your feet, moving your arms, and moving your legs, moving your head, and moving your torso. Give yourself a nice stretch. And I'm going to ask you to cover your eyes with your hands or your arms, whatever. I'm going to turn the lights back on, and I don't want to blind you. And then roll to one side or the other and come up to seating how it's easy for you. Give me some time. Good.